Oh. Twitch is working, YouTube is not working. Okay, YouTube's working. Let's go! Hold on, I need to copy paste some stuff. I apologize. There. You go there. You... Good job. Hey, it's not my fault the computer... Oh, wait, hold on. We're alive again? No, I'm sorry to inform you, JHR. This is the afterlife. I have bad news for you, buddy. Alright, let's get this headset on a place where I can actually read chat. Thought I missed the whole stream. No, stream died. You know what? Can you guys let people know I need to replace the batteries in my controller real quick? Actually, you know what? Screw it. We'll just suffer until things go south. So welcome back. How y'all doing? Oh. I need to check something real quick. Oh great, Twitch chat isn't loading. Yeah, I knew I needed to check something. Alright, so where the heck were we? We're back, yeah. Things died. So you want to know what happened, chat? Why can't I move with my joystick? Are you... Hello? VR. There we go. Apply. Hello? I hate this. I hate this so much. Sounds like a horrific idea. It's terrible, don't worry. Or do worry. Up to you. This stream is just technical issues 24/7, huh? There we go. Chat, talk to me. I can't... Get back here. Balls, that works. Penn Central stream. Penn Central coded, you're right. You're absolutely right. That was weird, that wasn't oriented correctly. Sure hope stir doesn't cause a boiler explosion on July 19th, 2005. I have good news. We're not running a steam engine. I don't... What? Hello? What is going on, man? Hello? What? The world hates me today, dude. We're not running a steam engine yet. I don't think so. Where was the rared improv part? That is a video that we did yesterday. You can check out the video to understand exactly what we're doing. I hate you, game. Tape it this time. Okay, I need to move myself back a little bit so I'm a little farther away from the microphone and whatnot. Is Twitch chat? Is Twitch chat dead? Twitch chat is dead. What the heck? Ugh. Sorry, I was rolling over the wire for this and I couldn't see. Stupid rolling chair is making my life a nightmare. Sorta. Now we're sleeping. There's no sleeping on the job. There's only dying on the job, man. Were people in the middle of doing that when the controller died? Yes. Twitch is dead, not big surprise. Actually, very big surprise. YouTube is usually the one that's dead. Taping is fast, while drilling is more resilient to collisions. You think I can hydrate? You think I can drink? RPG? Oh my god. Right, because we need soldering wire too. Wrong button. What if I'm putting a coma on the job? That's lame, man. You can do better. Good God, how much extra stuff is there now to do? I just want to run the train. I don't want to have to do all this. Honestly, I'm getting kind of tired. But some very unfortunate news has come through. Ross Rowland has passed away just this past hour. So I've heard. I don't know who he is. Where? What? Thanks, game. I hate it when it does that white flashing thing because that means my hands are getting too close to my face. I'm like, I'm over... What do you mean my hands are getting too close to my face? What? Huh? Where the hell's there's the duct tape? Okay. Huge guy in preservation. He was involved with so much. Unfortunately, he will not live to see see the 614 run again. Was that one of his prized engines? Are you... Hello? I've switched sides. Well, Topaz, know that you're not going to, you're not going to be read as often because of that. Hello? Install the button controller on the mount. Okay. How? How? Where's the thing to let me do that? Where'd the duct tape go? I'm gonna be honest, I hate this part of the game. I am not a fan. I'm turning on a fan in my room. The computer is probably going to kill itself if I don't. Stir really says streaming site racism. Yeah, YouTube is terrible. Have you seen Twitch? Honestly, I'm kind of astonished that I'm willing to stream on both, because, like... Twitch is just so much more fun as the streamer. Hello. Why won't you work? Why won't you work? Hello. Can you please function? What if you just moved to Australia for the stream? Yeah, let me go move in with my girlfriend in Moscow. Place the mount. I did that, game. I placed it. I taped it in place. But the button controller doesn't want to move in. Does anybody know how to do this? I'm legitimately... I'm lost. What else am I supposed to do? You know what? Screw this, I'm leaving the tutorial. What if I were to mayhaps replace that button with a very loud and correct buzzer? Hey, maybe that'd work. Maybe that'd function correctly. Okay. Hello? The volume is too quiet. I can't tell if this is working. Eh, whatever. That's working. Oh god, that's beautiful. Place the mount. I did, you stupid game. You might have gotten the wrong part. No, the game's telling me that it's the right part. I can confirm. This is not an issue of I didn't grab the right part. Bonk. Oh, he's a driver for the American Freedom Train. Heck yeah. Dang, he's got a long career. Or maybe not long, but lots of engines. It counts, right? Also, you know what? YouTube chat. I'm gonna move you over just a little bit. I'm gonna put you at a slight angle here. There, that better? Yeah, I've already done this part. Also, can you guys hear the fan? Is that something you guys can do a thing with? Thanks for the helpful insight, chat. Thank you for letting me know that there is, in fact, a thing that nobody will comment on. You got the hammer. Okay, whatever. I've done this part before. I, quite frankly, do not care. Is nobody gonna answer the question? Can you guys hear the fan? Hello? No? Okay, good, good. Where's the soldering gun? I hear the fan. You're a nerd. Nobody else does yet. Not me, no, nope, only you. There we go, finally. place the mount. I thought that said radio. I misread that for a second. I thought that said spider fumes. What the fuck? Huh? Not spiders, George. I pinky promise. Are you sure? Oh my god, this is out of soldering wire already. Jeez. No wonder it didn't want to connect. Last night was wild, at least 3. It sounds like the start to a horror movie. Or like a 2-sentence horror story you'd find on Reddit. Yeah, button controller. I don't care about that. I care about you. Do I need to screw this in? Like if Clarkson started playing VR games. Who the hell is Clarkson? That's kind of cool that it actually shows my hand being somewhere else. Okay. Now. Can we just start a new save at this point, please? I don't know how to install this stupid button, and I quite frankly don't care to. I don't like this part of the game. You know what? Screw it. Exit to main menu. What is there even doing? I'm trying to install a single button. Try turning the control mount around, it's not gonna help. Trust me, that's the first thing I thought to do, and it's kind of what I did with, kind of what I did. Sorry, brain is stalling out here. No tutorial. Just do standard. It's really pushing your buttons. Actually, it's more soldering my joints. Why won't the soldering gun work? Please. Oh. Also, how many people are even viewing these streams right now? Like 2? Yeah, basically. Exactly like Jeremy. Who's Jeremy Clarkson? I don't know this man. What are we talking about? I think the crash is off-putting to a few. Yeah. It kind of does kill the spirits of the stream, which really sucks. The chat's so quiet I can actually hear the echoing off the screen. It is what it is. Well, you know what this means? Nobody is here to give us suggestions for the funny railroad lore. Which means I don't need to worry about vetoing anybody. Jeremy Clarkson is the dude from Top Gear. Like the fucking Twitter thing where people, like the Mythbusters thing. The thing that one guy parodied? I don't know Top Gear. I don't know if I should apologize for my ignorance, but I don't watch TV shows. Are you a permanent electrical joint that needs good contacted conductivity? 'Cause I'll solder your joints. Dude, my girlfriend would kill me if I said that in front of her. HK Porter 040ST converted to a tender engine. I don't care where, who, what, or when. Just that. Alright, we'll convert it to a tender engine and then convert it to standard gauge. Did I give a suggestion yet? You will have to ask RPG. Because quite frankly, I don't remember. Speaking of which, RPG is back and eating wieners. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Also, hi here, I'm bad. I'll convert your lungs to standard gauge. Hey. Look, that would help with some transportation. I could just hop on the light rail. Oh, wait, right. Am I forgetting something? Or is my volume just so low? What? Oh my god, I didn't flip all the switches. Yeah, that do the trick. There we go. There we go. If we all do different categories, we are all likely to get an idea. And see, the thing is, though, I never said how many people I'm accepting. And this is supposed to be for a membership pledge. There's not enough members that join. Less people are going to make it in. You know, flip too switchy. It's fine. It's fine. I just stupid. I love eating wieners. Good. Nice. Then you must have really, really enjoyed July 4th. We had hamburgers for July 4th. It was fun. The square root of 73.2245 people. That better be one, or else. So... Oh my god, right, I forgot to take off the brakes, I'm stupid. So, the thing is, you guys want to know why the stream crashed? I don't think I actually mentioned this. Do you guys want to know what happened? I already know, yeah, but, like, you're a nerd. I'm sure that there's lots of people who don't know, because I only mentioned it to the super secret chat. Perhaps, perchance. Yeah, but you already know radio, too! So, the problem is, PC got as hot as a crown sheet. No, the computer got so hot that it uninstalled my graphics drivers. Nope, that's not gonna work. What? I know, right? Like, how does that happen? How does that occur? Okay, train driver, DE2, freight hall. We don't have switching? Ugh. We only have $2,000 to our name. No, but switching is not expensive. They were hot and ready like Domino's. No, that's the pickup line. Are you kidding me? I just moved my train like 20 feet. What do you mean I can't buy a license? This game is rigged. So part of the reason the computer got so hot, though, is one of my fans had so much dust that you could legitimately make a 4-course meal using it. So yeah, that's fun. Are you uranium? Because I need to wear a lead suit around you. The lead suit stays on during sex. Too bad I'm allergic to dust, or I would. Look, RPG, you can just do it anyways. Just don't be a coward. Eat the dust. Suggestion for the railroad, the Finchtown Western, FTW for short, or For the Win? Who calls it For the Win? That's fuck the what? Or fuck the wife. Either or. Pick your poison. Where are these hoppers at? Here? Oh yeah, looks like it. 3 browns surrounded by 2 yellows. that what we're looking for? It is. Okay. Eat the dust. Exactly. Okay. You know what we need to do? I need to ship RPG a pile of dust. Western Texas Federation. I feel like we can come up with something a little more interesting than that. Not for the acronym, just for the actual name itself. The watermelon? What's the watermelon got to do with this? Dude, have any of you guys ever played, or heard of the game Facade? Where you go into a small... when you go into somebody's apartment and hang out with them for a bit? What? Wimbledon, the fuck Worthley. A standard railroad name, you know? That's totally normal, guys. Just remember, though, one idea per person. You lock in and that's it. Wextus Textus. Just have everything end in Exus. The Texas Flexus Corporation Exus. Oh, hold on, we're going too fast for this. We're learning a lot about chat today, huh, with all the names. Spruce Mountain Railroad and Lumber Company, since the Pacific Northwest is home to spruce trees. See, one thing you forget. Says who this is going to be the Pacific Northwest. This could very well be in the middle of Texas. Because that's for somebody to decide. That's a thing for somebody to choose, right? Wait, hold on, I missed the place. It's actually a cave in Atlantis. Not an idea, simply a funny. It's not a legally binding agreement. I mean, radio, you already suggested the 482 that there's at least one mountain, right? C&O Hinton Division. I love the idea that the name of the railroad is the C&O Hinton Division, and it's just some random-ass narrow gauge that's owned by, like, the Great Northern. Can you imagine if that was it? Hinton in Los Angeles. It's like in the middle of Costa Rica. I know words. Okay. Engine's up and running. Let's... How much money... Oh, it doesn't add to the insurance copay. Hell yeah. Let's go. That's awesome. This is gonna be at B3I, which is the track we're on. Hell yeah. It's gonna unload at A7L and go to ass. It's gonna go to ass. Get me a beer. we could make the railroad about hauling beer. What about a 262? Remember, the only thing I'm gonna say is, if you want to lock in your idea, type lock in your message. Get me a pier? We can add a pier to the railroad, sure. There we go, that's better. Put a lock in my teeth hidden compartment. That'd have to be a really tiny lock, dude. What about an HK Porter 040 ST plus T? See, we don't even know the gauge at this point. That's... But that would be hilarious, having a 262, a 482, and an 040 ST plus T. You have no idea how many teeth I have. I would hope the number is 20. Alright, RPG, we got 2 lock-ins. I say we only run big boys. You brush them with your teeth brush and your teeth paste. Yeah, look, toothpaste is just made from tooth. That's why it's so good for your teeth. They're made from recycled babies. I'm going to need to start a new clip compilation one of these days, aren't I? Gotta stretch the hands every now and again. Oh, and one of the Uinta 2662s, doesn't matter whether they were scrapped in Canada or not, they just kind of showed up. This is going to be so funny if it's a standard gauge railroad, because then you just have to have a Uinta 2662 sitting on the side of the road. I find it funny, everybody's locking in on locomotives. Nobody wants to do something ridiculous like, say, dwarves are mining for uranium or something. 040T with short side tanks and a wooden cab. With 2 domes, a straight funnel, and an external coal bunker. Cab forward. 484s. Yeah, you have to have them cab forward, and the boilers are made out of lead. I'd like to modify everything to Brunel's broad gauge. So, 2 things. One, remember chat, unless you are a member, nothing is confirmed. Nothing at all. And two, I have the right to veto things if they're legitimately too hard to do, assuming that this project actually goes to a real project. I'm locking standard gauge for the sake of it. Good. Thank you. Much appreciated, good monsieur. Let the poor people have a say. No, I need money. I'm broke from the vacation. You think I can just... Oops. That was certainly a moment. Poor people aren't real fictional, not true. That's right, we solved homelessness by just declaring that they don't exist. Hey, Crypto, welcome to hell. I'm adding usernames next to suggestions. Smart. Okay, A7L unload. That switch is thrown. This poor sucker is working his ass off. What if I build you the locomotive? Look, the fact is, if people donate things, I will happily accept them. Doesn't mean I'll always keep them, because sometimes I legitimately have no home for them, but like... What is this even for? I forgot already. The main premise is, you guys give me ideas, but if the ideas make a like, if I can feasibly build this as a model railroad, I will. So if the ideas get too chaotic, I won't be able to build it, right? I won't go for the project. But if the ideas are somewhat reasonable, financially speaking, I'll go for it. And that's why I told people not to do big boys or Erie triplexes or any of that stuff. What am I doing? I gotta tell with a 27 kilogram sphere of highly enriched protractinium. I think the US government would want to speak with you. Imagine one of you went to articulate a tank and just sitting in Texas. Converted to standard gauge, no less. Also, I should probably give this engine a little more power, huh? And hope that we don't we'll try. Okay. I work for them bitches, they can't do shit for me. To me, my bad, my bad. Scale has not been chosen, but I'm thinking HO is best bet. The scale is something I reserve to choose. I reserve the right to select. Would you like any wagons? I need 17 million Wait, who calls them wagons? British. Also, I keep forgetting I put this at an angle. This is so silly to look at. You know what? 1-to-1! Dude, G would actually be kind of cool, but, like, also, G is hard. Buy a real railroad. If I had the money, I know what railroad I would buy. I am the British and the cooler British. I'm really tempted to do a shoddy Australian accent. Because you know what happened the other night, right? The Sturl friend and I were playing Deltarune last night, and that's part of the reason I was up till 5 a.m. We were playing Chapter 4, and I had to work on the video, because, you know, Monday's video, I got it done last night. It's 52 minutes. I hope you guys are ready for a long video this week. But what happened was the Sturl friend was not able to continue talking. I was playing, but she was voicing the female characters and I was voicing the male characters. And sometimes we just do the ones where we couldn't identify anything, you know, or they, them, or something like that. We just sort of flip-flop on who was doing what. But, like, she was voicing Susie, right? Uh-oh. Ah, whatever. Well, we survived. So, the problem is, she was voicing Susie, but she couldn't talk anymore because her parents had come home, and... Because, you know, she's like 23, but she still lives with her parents, much like how I'm 24 and I still live with my father, right? So her parents came home, and she doesn't have her own room. So she can't continue chatting when they turn on the TV. And guess what they did immediately? So I had to voice all the characters for a bit. And let me see if I can do it, but I gave Susie an Australian accent. I watched the Thomas DVDs as a child, and somehow we got the British narrators. The British narrators are better. I'm sorry to say it, but there's just something. God, sorry, I'm trying to get into it. There's just something special about British stuff, you know? You know, you bloke. There's something fantastical about it. Fuck, I'm fucking this up. Buy a real railroad. God, I do really wish. Trying to work and watch is a pain in the ass. Hey, how do you think I feel trying to game and read? What railroad would that be? Tell us. A trade secret. They are, it's just a surprise we got them in America. It's what we got. Imagine having a concept of time. I am a being beyond your comprehension. That's right. We are in the second dimension. Not the third. Not the fourth. Oh, I'd like to lean out the side of the cab, please. I would like to lean. Oh my god. Now we're past the point. Please let your Australian accent fly. See, the problem is with these voice accents, it takes a minute to practice to get into them. You know? Wait. Hello? Why are the train brakes not working? No balls? Oh, so you want me to do a feminine Australian voice? I got you. Did I not get the angle cocks? I got the angle cocks. Alright, let's kill this guy. What? What? Yeah? That's sexist. Women can have balls. I love the idea of just a medical checkup. Alright, drop your pants. And the doctor just pogs. It's like a golden shimmering light comes out, emanating from below. I just heard a sound effect. I just heard something for Twitch alerts. Who did what? Is that like a follow or something? Doctor be like, holy shit, balls, no way! Going to the doctors to force people to grow more cancer. I like going to the doctors to force people to grow more balls. Alright, you know, I need to check. I need to know. Aha, it was a follow. I see. Y'all forget trans women exist? Yes. Which is kind of silly because my sister's trans. You would expect I would remember that, but I still really like the idea of a doctor just pogging at balls. I told you to hydrate. Don't worry. I don't need water. I need good, hard coal. That's what she said. No. Just outright denying me getting coal. How do you do the things on mobile? I have no clue, honestly. I don't mess with mobile. Mostly because my computer is just too good. It's too strong. I keep looking away for a second and I see a flicker on this and I think, oh, somebody sent a message, and I look back and no. It's just the schizophrenia kicking in again. Hey, baby. Please, radio, I beg you, put that in the pickup lines thread. Please. Doesn't matter if it's just a screenshot of that or something, but okay. What do we got? Stir is racist to YouTube users and mobile users. Of course! Mobile phones suck! Okay, admittedly, you know what kind of mobile phones I've had for most of my time, most of my life? The no environment. We need to kill a squirrel sometime. See, it appears your helps reward have decreased the number since the last stream. Yeah, I disabled most of them, because, like, I'm in VR. I can't do anything about it, dude. I can't go out there and actually do things, but I needed something. So that's why Stretch and Hydrate are still there. They don't do anything right now, but... Stretch Armstrong. Sorry, Stretch Ballstrong. Where are we going to? Haul empty cars to the coal mine south. Wait, shit. Hold. Coal mine east versus... Wait a minute. These are new. I've never seen those before. That's cool. Well, I guess there's something more for us to do in Deero Valley now, huh? Other than owning our girlfriend. Alright, SO60 is 20 grand. I need to get the SO60 sometime. 20 grand. Okay, if anything, what freight hauls do we have that are short enough that I can actually do them? You. Steel mill to the harbor. That's probably pretty good, right? Oh, hold on, let's look at the map. The harbor is a bit of a distance. I'm not a huge fan of how far it is. Oh, that's weird. They added a new route here. I don't know if I like that. Stir is really rubbing all two of his brain cells together. Rubbing, after we're talking about balls, is a very interesting choice of words, JHR. I'm just going to point that out. Wait, hold on. Is that literally the only thing I can do? It's the only thing I can do unless I just leave and go somewhere else. We have as many balls as we have brain cells, which is say 3.75. Look, we just downloaded extra. It's like downloading more RAM, no virus 2025, right? Download free balls, no virus. Great balls, think alike. Senior quote right there. Okay, well. Honestly, I just want to go to the good factory. Let's do that. Let's just teleport there, because why not? Just saying, I'm just ballsing. Oh. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like that. Aha! Here we are. What jobs do we have today? What about the kidney stones? Please do not download more kidney stones. Sometimes it feels like I'm talking to myself. You're the only person in chat on YouTube. To be fair, you are talking to yourself. You are very lonely. Get lonely, you bitch. Okay, well, I can only do freight hauls. I was hoping that I'd be able to do some switching jobs, but... Also, does nobody have any more ideas on what we should do for the railroad? Are we just done with that? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, but I need fragile, damn it. Why do you want to go to the harbor? Oh. POV, you would upload Grinder for a day. Hello, Evan Rainion. You know, one of the things we were considering doing for this stream, for a donation goal, I mean, admittedly, you know this already, Stop Tank, but it was creating a fursona, Build-A-Bear. And honestly, I think it would have been really hilarious if we did that, and then, like, made it for something where chat messages get read aloud by a bot. And so when the chat message gets read aloud, the Build-A-Bear just shows up as a small PNG tuber or whatever of its own. I already said standard as a member. I got so confused about what the hell you meant by that for a second. Don't forget the Uinta doesn't do anything. See, the thing is, don't forget, you might not be included. It's all RNG. Well, it's actually not all RNG, it's a little bit... What the fuck is this? Bus? Can we get inside the bus? Please? Please? No! This is so sad. At least 2 482s with 3 cylinders? No, they gotta be with 1 cylinder. Baby, I've got 2 cylinders and my pistons are firing all the time, if you know what I mean. Nope, can't do that. God. Dude, this would be an awesome train to run, but I don't think I can. Like, ever. I don't think I can get all the stuff to get long 2 in one place. Pissed ones? Is that, like, hot ones? Except they just are sampling... God, okay, that's cursed. Somebody make that a TV show, please. Okay, 36 minutes. Load to scrap cars. Let's find out where our locomotives are. Alright, we got the demon that I never will touch again. We got a DE2. Or whatever the flip this thing is called. AFK, don't worry. 90% of the chat is AFK by this point. Hey babe, wanna see my third cylinder? Wait a minute, I gotta try the Australian voice finally. Hey babe! Fuck, God. Sorry, try it. God, getting into this is hard. Sometimes it works, sometimes it takes 2 fucking years. Oh, I need a second with my headset off though, my forehead is boiling. I checked Discord for a moment, and the first thing that shows up is radio has pinged me with wowzers, balls. Oh my god. That's so good, I loathe it. One of my passenger coaches just fell on the carpeted floor and fell apart. Skill issue, JHR. We have 5 locomotives, a gauge, and a name. Oh god. I'm gonna have to start pitching things, huh? Make it narrow. I'm sorry, but RPG has already claimed the gauge. It's standard. What was the name? I think it was Wexus, Texas, or something like that. The 200 billion triplex steam turbines. Yeah, hold on. Let me sell my kidney real quick. Sure, more people will come up with ideas. I would assume so too, but the reality is most people who have just said, I want steam engine, do this specific steam engine, do this steam engine, do this steam engine. It's like, okay, but you realize your odds are better if you suggest something else, right? Okay, I don't want 3 pickups right now. 2 pickups. Can I have a second suggestion, my liege? You know, for keeping track of everything, and for the fact that you chose standard gauge to keep people from doing something like you need to do 12-inch gauge, sure, you can get a second one. Can I retract my suggestion then to even out the suggestions? People are allowed to retract their suggestions even if they've locked in, but you're only allowed to do it twice. So be careful with how you retract and lock in. So let's go start up our diesel before we accept this contract. Yeah, everyone, I'm better. Excuse me. Radio, you can also get a second one as our greatest benefactor. You are allowed a second one as a treat. You need an event, person, an industry, anything else. I mean, technically, you don't need anything. Technically, everybody could suggest that they want Spamton to have his face on a 262. Railroad is inexplicably in the country of Georgia, not the state of Georgia, due to a clerical mistake and a dyslexic millionaire. Somehow this was more profitable than if it was actually in the state of Georgia. Oh, I didn't start the motor, did I? Oops. I am very smart. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Can you guys see that on screen? The volume buttons? One thing, it is a distillery and it's beer. Oh god. Because that's the closest thing to piss. We're learning what RPG's kink is today, huh? Locking that in. Hello? D, C, and B, okay. Gotcha. Oh my god, a plus 2.1% over here? Jesus. Why do I know so many people with piss kinks? Stir hosting a live stream. I see what you did there. You yourself have one, yeah. You got one free of charge. It came with your PC. It came with your Xbox, just like Uno. I know what uncomfortable. Personally, I have found a surprising number of people with vor kinks. You know what? I'm going to drink just so I don't have to read chat right now. Thank you for the drinks, chat. I need the schlorp. I know so many furries, and with that vor... Man... I feel like I know a lot of furries, too, and I hate the fact that there's a mild correlation. How did we get here? Welcome to the live stream, Harbs. How you doing? I mean, admittedly, this is just what normally happens on live stream, but shush. Okay, grab you. Shunting. We need one from C1S and one from D4S. Okay, I believe that we're in... Hold on. This is C here. So it's C1S. Where is C1S? Wait a minute. Right here. 17. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it's not on this end. Means it might be these two? 837. Yep, okay, these two. Means we get... Nuke that guy. I need a poor person to use one of their suggestions to say that locomotive number 9 is named Twig and our femboy. This is very important. I have no strange kinks unless it's trains. I mean, hey, model trains are electrifying, and you do have to turn them on. We serve Bud Light because that's practically... What, have you taste tested this RPG? Love the fact that Twitch censors Twig. See, thing is, you can always turn off the censoring thing. I don't know how, I don't remember where exactly, but you can turn it off. You can let the twinks exist. Reminds me of the Colorado United Mines Company. Oh my god, that'd be such a terrible name. I love that. See, we should make it the California United Mines Company. Despite the fact that it's in Georgia. The country, not the state. Oh, no, wrong button. Gotta stretch the hands a little. Based in California, Georgia. There's just a town named California. It's a beach town. The only problem with this is that we'd have to throw out the name that Stop Tank came up with. It's a town named California City in Nevada. That makes sense because Nevada borders California. Like, that one has some logic to it, dude. You get the ultimate say. That is true. I do have the power to veto literally anything, but that's boring. If we did that, I'd just be like building the Heartless and Coin River or something, you know? Nevada isn't a state. The federal government owns like 80% of it. Look, Nevada is a state. Nevada owns 20% of it. It's a state of mind, a state of denial. Wait, hold on. I don't want to be here. Denial? That's my favorite river! Model railroading allows you to run wild on how you imagine your layout is set up. Very true. Okay, so it's literally just don't go to the passenger station. Gotcha. Kind of funny seeing the DE3 lose some of its polygons in the distance. Denial? I barely know her! I love the fact that this is just like somebody's trying to learn how to gaslight their girlfriend. Like, dude, I've only known her for 3 weeks. Hello? Weird. D4S. Nintendo D. D4S. Hey, would you look at that? And there happens to be a cut. 2 cars, including CBK, Cock, Ball, Corcher, 777. Perfect. Should I go buy an 8-foot-long dual-gauge switch in Lego? It depends on the... Well, I guess it just depends. I don't know. Hold on. Throw her in reverse. The K is silent. Dill pickles to C50. Okay. Remember to stretch, chat. Stay awake. Don't need the Switch for the funny, it only costs $600. Dude, for that price, I could get a K27 in G. With radio control. Okay, wait, no, that's $900, my bad. Still, that's 2/3. So, chat, trying to think of something funny to bring up. Oh! Have any of you guys hit a deer with your car? This is an important question. Not yet. Give it enough time, Topaz. Give it enough time. You know, RPG, my girlfriend despises that. So every time I start singing it, she starts singing Birdley's Skibbity edition of Don't Forget I'm With You in the Dark. Because I hate that. Makes for a great back and forth. I was in a car that nearly hit a deer at 70 miles an hour, but we had avoided it within a few feet. No, but I saw a fat goat do it once. A fat goat? Are you saying a fat goat fucked a deer, a fat goat drove a car into a deer, or a car drove into a fat goat? Spam tank? Spam, what is this? Like, you get the Monty Python guys to fire the engine? Ask. Oh, you know, touche, touche. Don't forget, I'll hit you with my car. Look at our DMs. I am streaming with VR headset. Spamton face on the front. I mean, you know, that would make for an excellent April Fool's video. Make a totally original Thomas the Tank Engine OC where it's literally just you take Thomas the Tank Engine and throw a new face on the front and a Spamton. Adding my OC and X show videos. Oh god. Dude, there's one... I know the video's been deleted, and it does kind of suck to mock people for their interests, but I think the funniest thing I've ever seen in that regard was somebody had... James finds Twilight Sparkle crying and alone in the snow. And literally, all it was an image of Twilight Sparkle, from a screenshot from My Little Pony of Twilight Sparkle crying in the snow in front of a gravestone with a kind of poorly photoshopped James in the background. Yes, James from Thomas the Tank Engine. And what happened was, it literally, that's just the photo. That was the entire video. There was like some sad music. Oh my god, do we not have error? Dude, why does the... Huh? Oh wait. Oh my god. Well, I'm glad the tutorial taught me about that again. That's a thing, I guess, yeah. Well, no, it's not a thing anymore. The guy, I think, unfortunately, the sad part of it is the guy got bullied enough that he took it down. Like, on one hand, yeah, I can understand wanting to take it down after everybody's trash-talking you 24/7. On the other hand, man, why is everybody, like... At least do the gossip behind somebody's back, right? I got so scared by trainers rolling, it's literally just this. Why must you remind us of that cursed piece? Hey man, we've all seen some fucked up shit on DeviantArt. See, I haven't seen it on DeviantArt, I've never gone to DeviantArt. KaneFan701 exists on there? I don't know who KaneFan701 is. Alright, remember folks, stretch. You totally should and then cry. We'll do it on stream. I'm not crying alone. I will get you banned? I mean, considering we're talking about DeviantArt here, and curse things on it, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Played oh, hello! How's it going? IKEA. How you doing? Yeah, I need to stream more Salmon Run, honestly. I've kind of haven't had the time to play recently because I've been working really hard on something this last week, but... That was fun. That was good. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Expect some very cursed and unhinged commentary today. Hope everything goes well for your delivery. So far, so good. We just got one thing left. Unless you're talking about a package, but I don't... Oh, I do have a package, right. Right, because we got that tank engine the other day. Off of eBay. I forgot about that. Meow. There's our cat boy. How's it going, Dave? How you doing? Not gonna lie, I like the training stuff, but I'm down for more Splatoon. Honestly, I really like streaming Splatoon. I know not as many people watch it, because obviously I really am a train person, but... Okay, so if that's 4... But... It's something where I can just sort of chat and hang out with y'all on a whim, you know? I can just say, I'm in the mood for a little bit of Salmon Run. Let's talk, folks. Oops. Does Stir still want a Puffing Billy? Or Repo? I need to get Repo. I hear it's good, and a friend group of mine has been playing it a ton. But a Puffing Billy, is that a game? Or is that, is this like a model, a 00 scale thing? Have you found the demonstrators yet? No. I know they're around somewhere, but Dude, you weren't here for this, Crypto. We got stuck in the tutorial for so long. Oh my gosh. I say one day we do a meme stream in Raretor with a bunch of my silly starting area mods. So, Radio, do you remember that one stream we did where literally all that it was we went from Whittier to Ela and we had like 4 GE 44 tonners and everybody had to try and speedrun switching your industry? Make a mod that just it just removes all the tracks. That's right. We're not going to stream a game. We're literally just going to sit there looking at a steam engine in the grass. It's going to be the entirety of the stream. Oh, those white specks. Okay, we need our wipers on. I see. I was wondering. I thought that was a graphical error. No, that's water. Oh, the puffing. You're talking about the really expensive 262. Right. I don't have the money for that. I would love to buy that thing, but it's legitimately $400 or something like that. Those of you who don't know, we're talking about a 262T outside framed. Yeah, we did it. We got our bonus money, baby. 10 grand. 10 grand. Start selling instructions for Brickerdoodle and free money. Yeah, free money doesn't mean fast money. I think there was a $400 one. I don't know if it's in stock. There is... I think there was one for $295 somewhere. Hi Maz, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's nice to be back. It was healthy to take a break. It was good to say I can't do this right now. And what time is it? 3:32. Oh my god, I forgot to read YouTube. I'm still on my West Train holiday. Just dropped in to say hi. Gonna go sleep soon because more choo-choos tomorrow. Hell yeah. I would ask if you've seen this week's early access video yet, but considering you're doing a bunch of train stuff of your own, I understand you might not have the free time to watch a 52-minute video. Was it 400 Australian? No, it's 400 USD. At least the one that's here in the United States. You prefer road trains or switching? I think I like road trains better. Because with switching, you have to do more maneuvers. And while I do enjoy the logistics and the, wait a minute, I didn't want to do that. Scheiße. Damn it. While I do enjoy the logistics and puzzle solving of switching, I am more a fan when it comes to live streams. I much prefer being able to chat with chat. And when you're running trains, you have less actions that you need to think about and do. If that makes sense. You know what we're gonna do? I know what we're gonna do. Ferb, I have a plan. Dave suggests something for the model. Oh yes, Dave! Put in your 2 cents for the model railroad. Literally just one element. Doesn't matter what. Something. RDR2. I've never played Red Dead. I've seen a lot of my friends play it. But, like... I don't know. Guess it's just not really my style. I really seem to have a narrow selection of games that I like playing. Splatoon, Geometry Dash, Balatro, and anything that has to do with trains. That's it. I guess there's also Voices of the Void. Would you guys be interested in watching me play a horror game that I have metagamed so hard that I know how to make it not scary anymore? Would that be something y'all watch? Also, hold on. Oh, let me double check Twitch chat is updating. Okay, it is updating. Good. Would be interested. It could be a fun game to toss in and play for a little bit. Oh my god, I put my mouse over the window, I'm sorry. There we go, that's better. Alright, let's go accept this contract, and let's run one more train. I think we'll end the stream after this train. It is good. Actually, no, wait, hold on. I thought we started at noon. I stand corrected. Never mind, we might not stop after this train. It depends on how long it takes. Considering that it estimates it'll take 48 minutes, yeah, we'll probably have one more after this. What was your very first Twinkster? It was probably the Twinkie that was underneath the stove when I was 5 years old. Somebody put ketchup on it and then rolled it under there. I decided it was a good idea to eat. You learn things as a kid. The fuck? What, did you not do that as a kid? Come on, that's totally normal, right? The forbidden twink. Yeah, no, it was, where was it? We were at some sort of church retreat. And for some reason, they let me into the kitchen. I think it was to lick, like, dough out of a bowl. Who was your very first twink? I just told you. What do you mean? That was my very first twink. Ketchup covered floor Twinkie delicious. Oh, you want to know something fun? This week's video includes a small cooking with stir segment. Wasn't it a fish? Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that twink. The Minecraft twink. Oh no, oh yes. My mom would be making a pie with chocolate chip cookie dough. That sounds... Well, I don't like pie, but the cookie dough sounds good. So that's something. Who not want? Who not what? Don't we have somebody on the server who has a role titled Porter Femboy? Just ate half a pint of peach ice cream. Dude, I love doing that. Not necessarily peach ice cream, but just ice cream in general, you know? Can you do breakfast nachos sometime? I had some this morning, actually. It's what I ate before the stream. Hand stretches. Hold on. This feels so weird because I can very much tell where my hands are in relation to the VR headset. But you guys just see fucking, like, the car dice, you know? In the moment, that sounds okay, but I'm worried what your cooking will look like, especially after the egg popsicle. Look, do you not remember the April Fool's video I did this year? You've seen my cooking before. We can see the VR headset hand coordination, but see, the thing is, my hands were not coordinated, though. They're on the wrist strap. Headset ball coordination. Oh! Oh! Can you imagine a full 3D scan of somebody? It's the most important part to include. Are we on an uphill right now or something? Oh, if you have a dispatcher's license, boring. My memory is worse than that of Goldfish. Don't worry, I'm the same way, dude. Like, if you asked me what I had for breakfast today, I couldn't tell you. Wait, it was nachos. We are literally talking about this right now. Case in point. Model a human in Blender, low quality, everything else in hyper realistic balls. Look, that's something people do for a living, okay? Is it bad I just reached for my cell phone to try and take a photo of this? Hold on, I think we're getting kind of close to the intersection we need to worry about. Okay. Life is good. Widowy crazy. Nachos huevos rancheros style. I have no clue how to make that. I know how to make mac and cheese. And this is giving me the glorious idea of cutting up a ghost pepper and putting it in a box of mac and cheese before putting it all in the microwave. VC? Voice chat? Huh? Oh. Drop my controller. Mac and cheese. It's totally safe to be up here, right? I'm smacking that cheese. RPG, that sounds like something out of a Wallace and Gromit sketch. Scrambled egg, chopped bacon, shredded cheddar, diced peppers with salsa, and tortilla chips. I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't sound good because I don't like bacon. Bacon is something... a stretch. Bacon is something I despise. I don't like bacon. Alright, stretch it is. Ugh. No. No, RPG. I'm putting you in the timeout zone, in the ball zone. Go to the ball zone. Do not pass go. Replaced with chopped sausage. I don't like sausage either. The only meats I consistently like are beef and chicken. That's it. I swear to God, if that... Are you trying to test the sensor radio? Are we trying to find out if Cogden Stack gets nuked again? Beef or chicken can do well. Still seems like quite the odd combination. What about human? Yeah, human is banned. You don't like bacon? Yeah, bacon's disgusting. The texture and flavor are both terrible, in my opinion. Any pork products I always have hated the flavor of, but bacon is just like... just the wrong texture entirely. So I just love how there's this random curved trestle with such a sharp corner to it. Cursed. Cooking bacon is hard to cook too. It's either raw and chewy or pure crisp. Exactly. And even when it is actually like a nice mixture of the two, or at least what most people would consider a nice mixture of the two, I just don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. Hold on, I gotta adjust my headset again so I can read chat. God, the resolution on this thing is so low. I think you guys have good resolution because I have a 2K monitor that it's streaming to, and that's streaming to OBS, which is streaming to Twitch and or YouTube. But the VR headset itself, I can feel the pixels, I can taste them. Lick every individual pixel. What, is that another one of your kinks? Like, I prefer raw carrots to cooked carrots. Same. Raw carrots are better. As long as they're cleaned, of course, you know, but... Not yet. Okay, hold on. I'll open up an OnlyFans. We'll turn it into one for you. Got to kick 27,000 tons of copper down to 5% grade. It will be good to get back into Railroader, especially now that, like, we can add our own, not industries, we can add our own engine facilities. What are you making a wiki feat? Dude, the only way I know what wiki feat is because of a flippin' Game Grumps clip where he complains that he was rated at like only a 5.6 out of 10 or something. Anything would turn you on. Look, I am a sellout RPG. With enough money, anything is possible. Though, I do... Oh, God. For the record, the next big project I want to do is the Heartless and Coin River. I do not have the money to get what I need. Oh, radio, I know what you're going to fund today. Problem is, because of the vacation, I don't have the funds for the Heartless and Coin River right now, because I spent way too much on random goodies and food. Encouraged him to make Thunderduck. I mean, to be fair, it's an engine I wanted to build in the first place. Thunderduck was cool. Thunderduck and Hyperion are the two really big locomotives for the Willamette Port Carity. Hyperion's gonna take some time, though. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to build her. I don't like how fast we're going here. We're only going 40? I don't need to worry. At least your dad had a good time, I reckon. You'll learn this Monday, what kind of time we had. Because this Monday's video is gonna be on the vacation. Let's make it 50. Have you disclosed any info in the super secret chat yet? On the vacation or on Hyperion? Oh, shh. Okay, we're good. Also, any updates on the Thunder Ducky? No updates on Thunder Duck since she last ran. But she still exists. She's still around and runs good. Newbie, Gloco. Nothing is in the secret chat, but the idea... I can just tell you. Hyperion's idea was 4660. Take a Union Pacific Challenger and HO scale, remove the trailing truck, convert it to ON30. I love Thunderduck. Thunderduck is so good. I love her so much. She's such a goofy design. But she looks appropriate. Somehow. Like, her wheels are a little small, but she looks well proportioned. Wait a minute. That's not a D, is it? That's not a D. I see what you did there. You know what would have been really funny? If I didn't check this and it turns out it wasn't supposed to be C50. We're good. Wait, hold on. Where are we going again? We're going to B3I. Okay, okay. The other idea for Hyperion? Thunderduck is an engine that could have been made if the circumstances were right. I mean, so why do you think we have the lore for her, right? The other idea for Hyperion was to take a Broadway Limited Class YA, or Class A, whatever it is, the Norfolk and Western 2664, and convert that to a saddle tank. Thunderduck is the most realistic freelance 210 I've seen a model of. I think the way that I could have made her more realistic is if we used a British Rail Class 9F for the mechanism instead of using a... Because then the wheels would actually be pretty big for... Or not pretty big, but average size for ON30, you know? Because as they are, they're pretty small. They're only 29-inch drivers. Hope you guys don't have vertigo. HO4462. Another idea for the layout. Quick, throw it in. .29-inch isn't the main issue. Admittedly, her pistons are just so flipping large. I know, exactly, literally the size of beer kegs. I love it. Even after nerfing her. I know of at least 4 3-foot tender engines with 30-inch drivers. Nice. I personally know, I mean, like, the Snickerdoodle has 24-inch drivers, right? The driver diameter is a little bit ridiculously small, but not massively, you know? If I had the funds for an 0-30 engine, I'd be making a Mallet, a 2662 logging Mallet tank engine, a scratch-built one. I could do that if I really wanted to. I have 2 articulateds, and I don't really need one of them. That would be a fun thing to do. Take one of those and turn it into a saddle tank of some kind. Snickerdoodle is 30-inch gauge, right? I don't actually know what Snickerdoodle is. Snickerdoodle is just Snickerdoodle. If we're looking at the real-world prototype, she would have been 60 centimeter gauge, but... Make a D57? You mean the Japanese engine? You know what this randomly reminded me of? Have you guys heard of the country of Westонkia? Snickerdoodle has 24-inch drivers. Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant 30-inch gauge. I'm so stupid. Yeah, it's some weird number, but it's really close to 24-inch diameter. But she was an engine that was designed for trenches, you know, so she has small wheels because they care more about making sure she has enough power in that tiny body of hers. If you did convert a Bachmann 280 to a 460, I feel like the wheels would be too small. What do you, like an HO scale one? An 0-30 one? What do you mean? Convert a 280 to a 460? Treat. Aha! I see it on the horizon. There it is, chat. There it is. Excuse me. Do my funny? Which one? You've got like 17. 442 at the Bowker PR. The Bowser PR Atlantic base. I mean, that wouldn't be too hard to do. Though I gotta ask, would it be funnier if we took... I mean, first of all, I need a 442 because I already sold off my 442. That was Mantua, technically speaking. Would it be funnier if the engine used a Hornby... What was it? Got a Hornby Flying Scotsman with a wheel removed? Because that thing has 50-inch drivers, once scaled to 0-30. Slowing down a bit. B3I. 3I. Perfect. Oh god. I mean, admittedly, it would be easier just to make a 462 instead of a 442. And it would probably still be kind of as funny. 009 Thunderduck could be made. It would be almost impossible, though. That would be... I think that'd be literally impossible. You need, like, a British Rail 9F. And I don't know if they make those in N. Like the weird Lehigh Valley 460s. Wait. Yeah, 460s. It looks like they lost the front driver from a 4. Ah! Wait. Brakes. I forgot to throw a switch. You know, a Mastodon would also be kind of fun to build. Actually, wait a minute. I just got a terrible idea. I'm not going to suggest it because it's a little too crazy. I already know how to make a Mastodon with 38-inch drivers. I don't know if they made Bachmann 210Os. No, they didn't do it in the end. The best way to make a nice 480, Mogul boiler on a Southern Pacific Ace MT-4, I believe it is. Athearn makes one. Comes with sound, it's very pretty. What time is it? Oh, it's only 4 o'clock straight up. We're making good time on this then, huh? Because we need to do this in 48 minutes at an average speed of, what does it say? It doesn't. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll get the bonus. If not, we got here, that's all that matters. Narrow gauge 480 is doable. The FAM and the EV 3 foot of 5 480s is proof of that exactly. And the 210Os, those existed. I have thought about making an own 3480, but it would be annoying to do without a 482 as a base, and a 482 as a base would suck to modify. Yeah, you're basically... Well... There is the Mantua 480. It has tiny drivers, though, because it was based on Sierra Railway number 3. Yes, they made a 480 based on Sierra Railway number 3. You heard me right. No, I don't want this. So that would be one way of doing it. Those models suck. Oh, I'm well aware, but it work? I think that's basically the only 480 out there, though. And a 482 to a 480, I mean, the MT-4, you could just have a really big overhang on the rear of the engine. It's not as bad when the scale is smaller, right? Or not smaller, when the scale is bigger... What? Central Pacific had 480s? I didn't actually know that. Huh. The more you know. Also, has there really been an in-game day already? What the heck? 5-cylinder loco. Dude, could you imagine having a locomotive that just straight up had 2 pistons on the outside? That would be so cursed. Or not 2 pistons, 2 pistons per side. You know what I mean. Is this stream just slowly devolving into pitching ideas for radio to potentially sponsor? 440s, 460s, and then they were more like, more drivers means more power, so 480s. I said more and made El Gobernador El Funny 410. Wait, there was actually a 410-0? Wow. I remember we've mentioned this before, but they really did that on the flippin' Central Pacific. A French 212? Get Celestial in here. And it could not run? What happened? Oh, yeah, it's fair. I hate that this has given me the idea of making a standard gauge HO 410. I think that'd be really cool, especially as like a little tribute to John Allen. But also, that sounds hard. You have Lionel with a 210-10-2. The 210-10-2 actually existed, Crypto. It was the Virginian Railway Class AE. 10 of them were built? At least I assume it's the Virginian one, I don't know. Hell yeah, we got our bonus. It was extremely strong. And none of them were saved. Get a 410. Wait, is there... You know what, we just finished a job. I'm gonna Google that. Is there a 410-2? Oh, I'm gonna eBay if there's a 410-2 model. Sorry, chat. I must be ignorant. Okay. Well, there is, but good lord, that thing is expensive. Also, removing a trailing truck sounds kind of tough. I don't know. Let's look up 482 instead. I mean, that's a cab forward. That's not what I'm looking for. Not as common as UP 9000 models. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. They exist, there's a good amount of them, but they're all... The cheapest one is sitting at $350. They only go up from there. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind, there's one for $345. Oh, the shipping's worse, though. Also, this is hilarious. They marked this engine. They marked the diesel as a 0660. What are you doing? There's a Brazilian narrow gauge 2884. Yeah, there was. Brazil got a lot of big narrow gauge engines. Oh my god, the tender on this thing is massive. I'm sending a picture of this in Backstage Pass. Alright, enough dawdling. Let's get back to this. What VR headset do you use? I use... what is it called? Hold on, I need to adjust my visibility. Samsung Galaxy... HMD Odyssey Plus, I believe it's called. HMD stands for head-mounted device, I believe. 412.2 might be the perfect base. Yeah, maybe. Is this something we're actually going to look into, though? This is something we're actually going to try and do? Mexico had the best non-articulated narrow gauge steam. They had the 210s, yeah. They had the bite-sized Thunderduck. Okay, hold on. One drop-off takes 18 minutes. They Hade? Hade? Minor spelling error. Columbia had a ton of 480s and 482s. Hell yeah. Honestly, even a 482 would be kind of fun to build, though, you know? So B3I A7L A4S. Okay, this is the lesser ass. Mexican railroads aren't very well documented. Yeah. But the stuff they had was pretty cool. Yeah, we do 1800s Brakeman Sim? No. I'm not going to sacrifice my left kidney in order to make the stream slightly funnier. You know what this is making me wonder, actually? Radio, do you remember that outside framed 080? What about your right kidney? Nah, I already sacrificed my right kidney to fund the channel. What about RPG's kidney? That I can do! But he'll have to be the one doing, Brakeman Sim. Not me. My Pearl Harbor. Oh, yeah, right. Have I mentioned that I have 4 other engines like that one, though? Very easy to make using an MDC H13280. Dude, I need an outside framed H131. I've got the inside framed one. I need to modify it someday. What if someone gave you 187 tanks to model for your flat cars? That's out of scale for what I do. Though admittedly, I am going to be doing... I'm thinking I might be doing more 009 later this month. We'll see, but... Reverse. All the way back. Admittedly, I do actually have an idea for an HO scale model railroad that I can build for the channel. But the problem is I need locomotives for it. I have found a really good eBay listing which has 3 locomotives for $200, but what scale is 130? 1 to 48. It's a really nice listing, but no muns. I have 17,000 tons of copper ore to take up red marble. It's fine, just throw on Thomas at the front and he'll handle. This does remind me though, I'm going to need help learning the new map editor. Because I want to go back to doing maybe not weekly rarity sessions, but I want to kind of get regular rarity sessions back in action, right? It'd be fun to have our own map, you know, have a special secret map. Just for us. No, I don't want to adjust the lens distance between my eyes. I keep seeing this. I keep saying it would be cool, and I keep... In the back of my head, I keep thinking... Do you guys know that song... from Teen Titans Go? Edit the one British freelance Stoics out of 200,000 pounds of track average. Dude, imagine you just put the throttle at 5% and immediately it crashes into something on the other side of the map. It'd be beautiful. Oh, I don't think you were around for this radio. Speaking of Chomish, somebody suggested I get a British tank engine, name it Thomas, and convert it to an American tank engine. Like, keep the original British shell, but convert the engine to something that would have run in the US of A. Sierra Leone? 2 foot something, 4-inch 480s. That sounds amazing. Imagine actual factual 2 foot gauge 480s though. BEDT number 9? No, the other way around. We're not talking about making an American engine into Thomas, we're talking about making Thomas into an American engine. I do know Thomas, BEDT number 9 has whatchamacallit. It does have some American details, but like, he doesn't have a headlight. He doesn't have an American cab. Does he have an air pump? Does Thomas the Tank Engine have an air pump? I need to know. Somebody Google this, please. Would Thomas be a saddle tank loco? No, that's Percy. I have a Percy and a Thomas shell. This is possible. Problem is I need to get locomotives to put them on, admittedly, but... He does both the Railway series and on the DOW. Wait, really? In the Railway series he had an air pump? Wild. Or was it then? My game crashed. Oops! My system crashed and I lost all my data. Oh, really? Huh, okay. The LBSC had air pumps? Was that a common thing in the UK? I can't believe I haven't noticed this. Okay, we're lined for 4S. Man, that makes Americanizing Thomas so boring. Not common, but not uncommon. Not unheard of. Okay, interesting. Some on air brakes and some on vacuum. Okay, question though. What's the difference? Well, I guess, what is the difference when it comes down to air pumps in particular? To the mechanisms for how people fill the brake hose, or I guess make a vacuum in the brake hose. How much money we got? Had combined? I was wondering what the fuck the squeaking noise was, and I thought it was seriously IRL and not from the game. You're welcome. Alright, we got a steam engine over here. We got an SO60. We got the 282, by the looks of it. That was my balls! Why does everything come to balls? Was 0-30 the easiest narrow gauge model scale to get into? Yes. 009 is slightly easier, but here in the US of A, 0-30 is the easiest just because there's so many locomotives, there's so many kits, it uses HO gauge track. Bachmann actually supports it. Okay, so we have 30 grand. What should we buy, chat? What should we buy? $37 grand. Chat, talk. What do you guys want? You want ice cream? Balls and ice cream. You can't have both. You can only have one. Hazmat, I don't think we can afford. Yeah, it's too expensive. No hazmat. License grants you access to orders involving highly fragile deliverables. Oh god, that increases copay. Nope. Get out of here. Fragile license, I say. You say as I throw it in the trash. No insurance copay on dispatcher. That's nice. Train length. No. I think SO60 and Fragile seems pretty good. This way we don't have too much money that we need to worry about. But what about multi-unit? Boring. We would just lash up a million DE2s then. Alright. I think that's a good place to end the first session. Alright. We've spent money, we've got some trains done. It's getting a little too hot in here. I think I need to take a break before I boil myself alive. It's a dang shame not many people stayed on the stream. Why did everybody leave? I'll have to do another one sometime in the near future. I don't own any vehicles yet. Can I outright buy vehicles? Is that a thing? My god, the insurance copay goes up so big. Demonstrators? What's demonstrators? Huh? The demo unit, I have no clue what those are. But I guess I'll find out over time, huh? Oh, okay, yeah, right. The things that are you only get one of. And you have to unlock manually, yep. Engines, well, I don't know what the museum is. I have no clue what the museum is. Apparently that's something you can unlock, though, so maybe we should save up next time to buy it and actually look into what the heck the museum is. I don't know. Whatever the case, it's been fun, chat. It is time to say goodbye. Or, sorry, it's time to say sayonara. I know some of you don't speak Italian. It just means goodbye. I will see you all around. Hopefully, I will see some of you on Monday for a long video. Again, as I mentioned a few times, this week's video is 52 minutes long, chat. I hope you're ready. Alright. Oh. Don't die, you nerds. And if you do, I'll kill you.